what's really interesting about this roster, and there are some surprises that we'll get into, but nothing that's like shocking, and I think season altering in terms of some of the moves that the Bucs had, and I think even the cooler storyline that we're seeing out of the Bucs getting done first is one, almost their whole team is made up of players that were either drafted or signed by the
homegrown.
Buccaneers as an undrafted free agent, and particularly the starters. I mean, you look at that offense, and I believe, with the exception of Baker Mayfield and Ben Bredeson, everyone else has been with the Bucs for either getting drafted again or signed as an undrafted free agent, which is almost incredible to see. I mean, you don't see that around the league, and on the defense, it's very high as well. So I just think it's so cool for the Bucs front office. I mean, let's face it. There was a time when maybe this was more nationally than, publicly.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing that the Bucs front office was known for was, Jameis Winston being a bust as the first overall pick. And
blowing draft picks, right?
And drafting Roberto Aguayo as early as they did.
Yeah.
And now it's the development of this team over and over, whether from Mike to, Vita Vea to, guys that they have now, Rashad White, attracting Tom Brady to come here, figuring it out with Baker Mayfield because of this group. And they go from one of the oldest teams last year to one of the youngest teams now. So what a story arc for the Bucs front office and Jason Light, and cool to see that so many starters are homegrown in Tampa.
Yeah. I've had conversations with people in the front office. They don't like us around draft time because we nail some Bucs best bets. And how do we do that? Well, we watch a lot of college film, right? We educate ourselves on the players. We go to the Senior Bowl. We watch the practices, right? And we go to the combine. We talk to the players. We interview. We try to find out who's met with the Buccaneers, et cetera. We spend a lot of off-season time ourselves on these players. But, Matt, you would agree, you're part of the process. It's much easier since Todd Bowles has been here with his defensive scheme from 2019 to present day, to sit there and say, Tyke Smith, he looks like a Todd Bowles defensive back, right? Like we knew Lewis Seen was a Todd Bowles defensive back. They would have drafted him over Logan Hall had he been there back in 2022. So if we can do it, and we're not privy to all of the pre-draft interview process, the character reports that they get from their scouts, the injury reports and all of that, we're the outside in. So if we can nail a couple of Bucs draft picks every year, that the people on the inside, the John Spiteks, the Mike Beals, the Byron Keepers, all of the area scouts, they know just from watching film, that's a Todd Bowles defensive back. That's a Todd Bowles linebacker. That's a Todd Bowles edge rusher, right? And they get enough information from the coaches. Like this is the type of receiver Liam Cohen's looking for. This is the type of running back that the Buccaneers want. And when you have that, and look at a team like Baltimore, the reason why Baltimore's always good is because they are one of the best teams at drafting. Yes. John Harbaugh put a program in place, and those scouts in the personnel department, they know what a Ravens offensive lineman looks like. They know what a Ravens defensive back looks like, and they draft accordingly. And that's why they hit on so many players. And it's all about continuity. In some point in time, there will be a day when the NFL wakes the hell up and says, what's going on in there in Tampa? What the hell is going on down there with these drafts? And they pluck John Spitech, and they pluck Mike Beal, and they pluck Byron Kiefer, the people that are kind of responsible, along with Jason Light, who's not going anywhere. But those are the guys that could run other teams as general managers or as college scouting directors. And the NFL hasn't wisened up yet. They haven't come to really raid the Buccaneers and Jason Light's staff. There will come a day sooner rather than later when that happens. But until it happens, Matt, you can expect another great draft from the Buccaneers because of that continuity.